Virgo, welcome back to Theresthattarot. Virgo, we're going to look at what's going on in the month of April for you. Something about keeping it going, keeping it rolling, keeping it pushing. And knowing the footprints that you've left behind. So this could be like, some of you could be feeling like, was any of it worth it? Did I leave an impact? Or if you're wondering if you've made a difference, you have. Maybe you needed to hear that. Oh, there's somebody that you're worried about. It could be the Queen of Cups. Something told me, look at the bottom of the deck, honey. Who is this? Be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer came to me first, though. Four of Wands in the reverse. It's just like a breakup. Two of Wands in the reverse. Some of you, there's a decision, and this decision is going to free up a lot of mental space for you if you make it. What is this decision about? A party of three? Could be between three different people. It could be between two. It could be about a lifestyle. Could be friends. But there's definitely a choice. Two of Wands and a Two of Swords in the reverse to the Three of Cups. And somebody gonna get hurt. Three of Swords. It's gonna hurt somebody. You may be one of those people that it hurts, Virgo. Because it's never easy. And I feel like for Virgos, it's really not easy to hurt other people. Especially if you cared about them. But this may be a situation where you ever heard somebody say you can't have it all? Some situations, yes, you can. But it's kind of like, this might be one of those situations where it's like, okay, you want to be a doctor or you want to be a lawyer? Because who the hell is trying to do both of those at the same time? You know what I mean? It's going to take more of your focus for whatever this decision is. Conversations, decisions. You're being called to do something, Virgo. And there could be an air sign here. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Air sign could also be, or the Queen of Swords in the reverse could also be an ex of yours. With the Ace of Swords in the reverse, it's something you're going to have to let go of. Somebody. I could be talking to a masculine energy. Fire sign. Maybe you have fire in your chart. And it's like, maybe you still desire this person, But this person may still desire you. Like it feels like there's unfinished business there, but the relationship between the two of you is stressful. Or maybe the action that you have to take is stressing you. Because maybe you don't want it to end. But you also want to feel better. And then we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is the King of Pentacles in the reverse? You want to feel better, but there's something maybe there's something that's holding you back from getting to that feel better. King of Pentacles in the reverse is like something that you don't want to do. Maybe it's a responsibility that you don't want to have, or committing to whatever this is could be like something you don't want to do, or whatever. It's like, okay, Eight of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles in the reverse. I think it's a rainbow outside. That's why I keep looking like that. what is this that needs to end for Virgo? Whatever this is holding you back. It's keeping you from moving on. I feel like you think about it. It may be affecting your sleep too. It's some way that you're, here we go. It's some way that you're not, how can I say this? It is a slight rainbow outside, okay? I'm just telling you that. There's some way that it's something that you're not doing that's taking you out of a power position in your life, or a decision making position in your life. And I don't think that's a place that you want to be in, Virgo. But this is other energy. We got the Empress. I asked what the Empress was, and this is the Ten of Cups. So there's something that needs to go in order for you to get to whatever this is, okay? Or whoever this is, or this life, because there's only 9 cups with what it is that you would be letting go of, but there's 10 in this Empress energy over here. So there's a feeling of completion. There's a feeling of things are, you know, it ain't nowhere but up from here. There's a feeling of fertility and growth and longevity that comes from, you know, but you have to let go of what's familiar. Maybe is what that's trying to say. And familiar is nice, but familiar is familiar. You know, it doesn't bring more than or less than. It's just comfort. It's comforting there. It's like, you know, the devil, you know. But it's like either there's competition, there's conflict, there's a blockage, you know, and I feel like it's between the old and the new, whatever that means for you, okay? What's the Five of Wands? Are you gonna keep, okay, so, did I say this in Leo's reading or yours? It's kind of like with this, you're gonna have to make a choice. You can't be a doctor and a lawyer at the same time. You can't be a pilot and a school teacher at the same, like you cannot be 2 people at the same time. There's some things, yeah, you can have both. Okay, I want strawberry and vanilla ice cream. Okay, cool. Like we can bring you a scoop of each, but like people or like big things like careers, like somebody wants it all. And it's stagnating and messing up or sabotaging completely what this I feel like this is what you want, and I don't know if it's that you're afraid of that success, or you're afraid of what other people are going to say, or you're afraid of, you know, well, if I let this go all the way and this don't work out, then I'm alone. Either one of those things, you know, there's a choice. Which one of them do you feel like is a choice that you can live with, is the question, okay? And you are gonna have whichever one of those things you believe in, okay? So if you believe in the familiar thing, then that's what you got. If you believe you're gonna end up alone if you let go of what familiar in order to go for whatever, you might end up alone. But if you believe that this is it for you, this feeling, this person, this whatever, as the sun comes out, y'all notice how bright it just got? If you believe that this is what's for you, you got it. So it's like, maybe right now it just feels really spacey, like, like you're kind of just drifting in the atmosphere, but that's what this inconsistent energy is about. You got all 3 nights. Well, 3 nights. In the reverse here. It just feels all over the place. You know, when there's something here that's like made the sun come out in y'all's reading. Some of you may be dealing with a Leo or have that in your chart. Let's look at this Empress energy. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Why isn't it working? Maybe because we need to heal a little bit. We need to pour more into ourselves. We need to believe it. It's not, that's the thing. I was just having a conversation with my cousin. And he was telling me about this video where this guy breaks down the Lord's Prayer. You know, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. You know the story. And, I mean, when I'm looking at the star and the Hierophant here, it's like, what is it that you believe in? Because a lot of people, you know, the word is the word is the word is the word. I don't know if you saw my last video. But a lot of people, it's what you believe. And a lot of people go around just quoting things, you know, and aim to feel better and aim to, you know, we even talked about, you know, the difference between, I don't want to go there. I don't want to get too controversial, but the point is, he broke it down in a way where it's not just, so the first verse, Our Father. So this is like recognition that you, this power, is above me, right? Who art in heaven. The kingdom, the other dimension. You know what I mean? We have a kingdom here on earth. There's a kingdom in heaven. It exists, and we acknowledge that, right? Whatever you believe. We're just talking about how the prayer is broken down. But he talked about the way we say it versus when you really break it down, have an understanding of it because it is the law. So it's as if you're addressing the court. I know that there's a higher power in front of me, and there are laws, and there are, you know what I mean? There's, how can I say this, Virgo? Do you believe in the law? Because you have access to this. Whether this is a person, place, thing, a fantasy, or a perceived fantasy, this could be your reality. But do you believe in the law? Or do you believe that I'm just stay over here in this comfort zone because I know what this is and I know, you know, maybe I can't lose this or whatever. Nothing's guaranteed, Virgo. You could lose it and end up alone and choose to miss out on this. Because of your belief system, I feel like is what it is. There's some things, some unlearning of whatever, you know, that needs to happen here because it's keeping this newness. It's making it to where things don't work with the new, because I feel like it's a belief thing here, Virgo. I really do. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. I wanted to see what clarified the Ten of Cups, and it's the Ten of Pentacles. Is this the life that you want? But why did the Six of Pentacles in the reverse come up? Why is that here? Because we're still trying to figure out what, you know, we're still trying to look back and see what's familiar. There's something about you cannot be a pilot and a school teacher, Virgo. You can't live in the past and the present at the same time. Something will go lacking, and that's why the Six of Pentacles is in the reverse. Why would you want to put all of your focus on this? Don't these cards look positive, even if you don't know what the hell they mean? This is good shit, Virgo. This is going to keep you from enjoying it and accessing it and making it yours. Do you believe that you deserve it? Do you believe in the law? Do you believe that you can call on the law of forgiveness and be free from your past, be free from your sins, and be under grace in this life and not under karma or karmic law or whatever you believe the negative side is or whatever, you know what I mean? 11/11 when I said that. Allow the forward momentum, Virgo. Allow it to happen, because the fear and maybe impurity. I've grown for you. Oh my God. Virgo, who you growing up for? The song that's playing right now is called the Child. I don't know what that other word says. Some of y'all are real moody, and we still love you. My father's a Virgo. He's so him. There's somebody that either they've grown up for you or you've grown for them. Or you want to, or somebody wants to. It's almost like you've been stopping yourself from coming out, and you're doing yourself a disservice by doing that. A lot of major stuff here. The Hermit, Chariot, Justice, and the Hangman in the reverse. This is like self-sabotage. Because it started with the Hermit, I feel like this is you, Virgo. Because we're still looking back at something that's clearly what? Not meant to, that you should be blocking. Oh my God, you're blocking your own happiness. This is cool in the reverse. There's a fear on expressing yourself, saying what needs to be said to a certain person. Could be a fear of love. Maybe we sabotage it before we can even have it. A fear of success. We only give bish like a little bit. So let's say if you, I don't know. Nobody's gonna know how you feel if you don't tell them. Nobody can read your mind, Virgo. I love you. But nobody can read your mind. And we know how caring you are. We know how much you give and give and give to a situation. We know how many times that's been taken for granted. Okay? And so now we put on this hard shell that says nobody can come in, nobody can get out either. Whoever was already in there with you still there, Virgo, behind that wall. I just did a reading for Leo that said, you can build fences, not walls. And I got that from a sermon from T.D. Jakes. And he said in the sermon, you can build a wall, but that keeps shit from coming in or getting out, but if you build a fence, then you can at least peek over and peek through the peephole and see who's there, Just, do vetting instead of complete annihilation of, you know what I mean? And we all get to that place. It's just about, what do you believe that you can have? What do you believe that you deserve? And I feel like you're being low-key in a place where you should be yourself. Does that make sense? Because there's some big, good stuff over here for you, Virgo, but I don't know if you're downplaying it or if you don't believe that you can have it because of whatever, we get used to things in our life, and it's like, well, is that what you want to be used to? I don't know, Virgo. What do you believe that you can have? Something about your belief system and letting go of the familiar, and I don't know, not being afraid of the outcome, or, just something about the law. So some of y'all need to look into the universal law, whether, law of attraction, the word, and find out the things that you can access, the things that God has promised you, and work on believing that those things can happen for you too. We all have it's a law, it's a list of rules. And what you think is what you say, is what you end up doing, is what you get. So make sure that those thoughts are things that you want to happen. Because where your focus has been is on the never-ending story of shit that you need to get rid of in your life. And that's because, I don't know, But we keep giving to it even though it's really not satisfying you no more. And it's still just that 9 of Cups. Until it, and there's still this other thing that you want, and it's not starting because in your mind, maybe it can't happen for you. They're going to do the same thing that the last person did. Pop, 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 pop. And the confusion continues. The lack mind state. Oh, disappointment. Oh, this and that. And so you put the wall up and you let the shit go crashing and burning instead of giving yourself a chance to be fulfilled, honey. It feels nice to just allow, you know. Oh, look at the song that's playing. It's called Lavender Clouds. Did you see the color just change? Like the sun. Oh, honey, this is your message. Whoever I'm talking to, this is your message. I feel warm and bubbly inside. Build fences, not walls. You're such a beautiful person, Virgo. You have to know that. Honey, there's not too many people that deserve a Virgo. But you can't allow the pains of life. Oh, God. Look at the clouds just clearing. I wish y'all could see what I was saying. You can't allow those things in your life to just take root and brew inside of you and ruin all of that beautifulness that you have to give to the world. Think about some of the most powerful people in the world were Virgos, are Virgos. You know what I mean? You have a lot to give. So where your focus should be, Virgo, don't be halfway. Don't be lukewarm about what you're going to let go of. You cannot be both. You can't be in the new and the old at the same time. The High Priestess says you know that. It only adds more confusion when you got too much to look at. You know what I mean? What is it that you want? Focus on what it is that you want to see. You can, it's like something about reconciling with yourself. And then and then the Six of Swords. You know what? You're going to have to go back in order to go forward. But the opportunity that you may feel you've missed because maybe you know that this has been your bag. Maybe you know that this has been the issue of why you haven't moved forward. Maybe you're aware of that already. But I see you going back for your 10 of... I see you going back for the opportunity. I don't feel like it's missed. It doesn't have to be anyway. Or maybe what this is saying... There it is. Don't allow your mind to play tricks on you. Something about the fear of missing out. The truth is in moving on from this. But don't allow yourself to be pulled by someone else's comfort zone with you. You may be afraid to hurt somebody's feelings. And that's what pulls you back to just the 9. When you got the 10, the Empress, and all kind of stuff waiting for you. So there's somebody who may keep trying to pull you back because memories and this and that. But to thine own self, be true. Because the moment that you're not being true to yourself is the moment that you are playing yourself. Betraying yourself out of what it is that you can have. So you want the 9 or you want the 10? You want $9 or you want $10? I don't know. You want to be kind of happy, or you want to be pulled or controlled by somebody else's desires for you, or do you want to be driven by your own? I don't know. It's something like that, Virgo. But is whatever this is that's pulled you out of the position of power over your own life, stop it. And the way you stop that is by going for yours. It's your life. We don't know how many summers we have left. You know, everybody loves summer. How do you want to enjoy them? You know, the rest of the year is there too. But we're just talking about summertime. Like when my friend broke it down to me in summers, I was like, oh man, I really like summer. You know? So whatever part of the year that is for you. How many of them do you want to enjoy being just kind of happy or really going for yours? course, you know. Advice for Virgo, month of April. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign. You may realize that there's still hope for this person, but... And also, there's somebody here who's contemplating whether or not they want to go... Okay, let's just say if it's about a person. They're contemplating whether or not they want to go the distance with you, even though they feel unfinished business. There could be a decision here. This person knows something. Even if you haven't told them, they're sensing it. So if that's your story or it's not, because it came out real specific like that. The situation that you're in now is cheating yourself. That's what the energy says. Perhaps this is a third-party situation. You have two people that you're trying to choose between. It's doing nothing but taking you right out. You're sabotaging yourself, Virgo. I'm talking to a masculine energy, perhaps, who's not making a choice. And you don't have to make a choice, you know? Your outcome is your outcome. But I feel like you're disappointing yourself. 10 of Cups in the reverse. You know what I mean? 7 of Swords. You have to change this, you know? How do you feel about this Queen? Oh, 7 of Wands, 10 of Swords, Empress in the reverse. You don't even want to be there. How you feel about this Queen of Wands? You feel like they've given up on you because they sense the competition. This could be a Cancer that you're dealing with. And this person may be running away from... They feel like they know. if this is what's going on, they know already. So it's like, you know, you can hide a lot of things, but you can't hide energy. And this is someone who's not going to put their energy into somebody who's already married or whatever the case is, Virgo, for you. Because that is literally what came up in your advice. So I'm going to leave that right there. Wait. 2 of Cups in the reverse, Justice. You can't do both. I'm sorry, Virgo. Whoever this is, you can't do both. You got to move on from the one that's not working. The 2 of Cups in the reverse. Justice is when you do. Justice sets your mind free. Literally. This is your get out of jail free card by just letting go, letting things fall away. Don't resist the change, Virgo. Find quiet places so you can free, you know, maybe you slow at making decisions. You know, that's okay. You do represent the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight. But how long do you want to keep yourself in a place where you're not really happy? Slow down and celebrate yourself, Virgo. Sometimes life gets a little too hectic and the inevitable happens. We forget to take a breather and celebrate what deserves celebration. Make sure that you do that from now on. If we never stop to fully recognize the good we have, then the bad stuff can knock us down that much harder than it would have otherwise. So it's like no matter what is going on with you right now, instead of trying to cling and hold on to those things in the past or whatever's familiar, it's like it's okay to acknowledge those things, to celebrate those things, because it's led you to, you know, this moment, who you are now. But there's also a need to not fight it. There's something here, letting go of what's familiar. The beginning of your reading was keeping it rolling. Keep it, you know what I mean? Because there's better. There's something better for you, Virgo. I'm going to leave it there. Some of you could live in an area where you siesta. Maybe you just need a break, Virgo. You need a minute. Celebrate yourself, though, for real. So, yeah. Like, share, and subscribe if this resonated with you, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.